Day 179. It's a decently mosquito-y morning. I woke up pretty early, like 1 a.m. or so. Somebody's having a party around here. Every once in a while I can hear their music. It's not overly loud or anything, but one of these lakes must have like a venue or something because I keep hearing music. So it's not cars driving by. Every once in a while I can hear the cars driving by music. We can hear one coming up now. So I'm decently close to the road, so I thought it was the road, but no, it's coming from the direction of the hills, so I guess there's some party that's been going on all night, and they did not invite me. Smart, because I pass out really early. I'm not the life of the party. I can be the life of the party until about 6 p.m., and then I'm out. All right, so today's more hiking. Trying to avoid big mountains, but there's Moosilauke coming up, so we are going up and over that. We're headed up into the White, so there's no real avoiding that. I mean, there is. I could do some big road walk around, but part of this trail is suffering through the Whites. I can, still feel accomplished and avoid stupid putty things, walk around those. Don't mind that at all. But something big and iconic, the Whites are fucking eyesore and a pain in the ass. But, it's part of the hiking, so, I'll go do it. Just not really looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather is kind. That's probably the biggest thing is weather. It's their bragging thing. I mean, when you don't have shit on the East Coast, you're like, hey, we got really horrible weather, the worst weather in the world. And that's your bragging, right? I guess if that's all you got, work it, baby. Finish up my coffee, slowly get my shit together, try not to get eaten by mosquitoes at the same time, and let's hope that this is just a mosquito-y area and we leave them in the dust soon. You hear the music? There's a party going on. Nobody invited me, damn it. But it's like 3 a.m., man. These people party hard, but mostly silently because it's just music. You don't hear a hoot and a holler every once in a while. In Arizona, man, there's parties that go on until 3 and 4 a.m. all the time. Generally, it's my Mexican neighbors having a birthday party for their 4-year-old. That shit goes on all night. But you can tell they're partying. They're like, raha! Every once in a while, something like that. These people, it's just music. Strumming of guitars. Anyway, see you out on the trail. And we're off. And both of us are pretty much out of food. We have enough for today, but we'll have to figure something out. Either today or very early tomorrow. Oh, fresh water right down here. This wasn't on my map. It is a pleasant morning. It's got high humidity, so that makes it nice and warm in comparison to the other mornings. But not so much that I've got a sweat or anything. Well, yet. See what the day holds. The forecast I saw yesterday didn't say anything about rain today. But that doesn't really mean much, does it? Goal is to get over Moosilauke today, or Moosilauke. I'm still not sure how it's pronounced. Moosilauke. I like that. That feels natural. I seem to have stumbled back into Vermont. What the hell? Digging the sounds this morning, though. That's what nighttime's supposed to sound like. Oh, signs. It's like, what are those? What are you? And that's... Is that a little beaver? Are you a little beaver? You are a little beaver. Or some sort... No, you're some sort of rat. I don't even fucking know. I'm gonna go with beavers. Uh-huh. What? I hear you. So we came upon a trail magic of water, 3 things, and we're not really all that close to the road, so they lumped this water uphill quite a ways to get it to us. Appreciate that. Didn't really need it, but you know, hell, I drank one, put another one in my water bottle, and makes it easier to get to the next water. It was still like 4 miles away, but we're like, you know, it's not hot, even though we are sweating a pretty good amount. Whew, look at it blowing all that smoke out. Jesus.
Sorry.
No. But anyway, never mind. There's a road right here. They didn't go more than 50 feet. Good. Well, still appreciate it, but less impressive. Humidity is increased to a visible level. Trees are all dripping. Sun will be up soon, but man, this mist is making it kind of hard to see. Doesn't seem so bad on camera. That is not rain. That is just humidity dripping off the leaves. Because it's fucking humid. Ah, this side of the hill is so much nicer. Way less humid. Temperatures way lower. I actually don't know. It might be the same temperature, but without the humidity, it feels a lot cooler. There's a road up here. Gonna take a break on it. I believe up here is where the Omelet Man used to be. Fortunately, he's not there anymore. That guy was pretty selfless. Out here all day, every day, making up huge omelets for people and not accepting any money. Spent a lot of time out here. Do appreciate what he did. I sure as hell enjoyed my omelet. Crackle of power lines. just happens to be face height. Had I been looking at my feet, I'd have been like, whop right into you. Oh, this big boy fell over. Right onto my trail. Oh, yeah, I see where everybody else went. This stuff bends really well. Look at that. I'm a little frayed there, but... I am close to the road. We're stopping off at the Hiker's Welcome Hostel. We need to figure out a little bit of food from there. According to Far Out, they actually sell stuff there, like snack items and dinners and such. That'd be convenient because we just need another day or so worth of food to get us to the next resupply option. But I remember there being a convenience store down the road. Ooh. Somebody's been eating some acorns or something, huh? What is that? Doesn't look healthy. Probably hurt to poop out. But there was a convenience store down the road. I'm not sure if there still is, but once we connect to Wi-Fi, or at least I don't have signal, we can check. Welcome to Warren. Chartered in 1763. I don't really know what it means to be chartered, but it happened to them. Don't let it happen to you. I spy with my little eye, Miss Janet. And Hans. Well, isn't that nice? Oh, they have Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. I remember them having a bunch of movies. They were watching Forrest Gump last time I came through here. I remember Forrest Gump was playing on the trail like 3 or 4 times that year. I don't know why. It was a very big Gumpy year. As a rule, I don't time anything. I just cook it until it pops, and I just heard him go. Tss. Oh, that one hasn't popped yet. Good enough. One pops, the other is good. It can still cook in there. I'm a microwave chef, you know. Oh yeah, hot pockets are different, huh? They got that cardboard thing. Hold on, gotta reevaluate. Is that a spider fight or is that spider loving? It's really hard to tell spiders. Coming back for more. Oh, she's worth it. Go for it, buddy. Get you some. Oh yeah, that's spider loving. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna get you some. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you kids have fun. So we've lounged around here, had some breakfast sandwiches, charged our stuff up over in the bunkhouse, 2-story. This place is pretty great. It got better since last time I was here. Fire pit got so big they had to make entrances into it and whatnot. I remember it being smaller and over here somewhere, but they got water, flush toilets, the whole 9 yards, man. This is a pretty good setup. We were hanging out waiting to see if Miss Janet got back, but she's out shuttling people around as she does. And what the hell is that? Seeing like sperm whale and stork and maybe elk. But it looks like we're not going to run into Miss Janet this time. Oh, 12. Right, let's go climb Mount Moosilauke. Or Moosilauke. Still not sure. Okay. This is a really nice place. We did a little resupply here. I only spent 20 bucks. And that should get me up the road another day and a half to hopefully, it's going to be a hard hitch. But there is a grocery store down that hitch. I believe this is Moosilauke. Moosilauke. I like that better than Moosilauke. Moosilauke. I don't know, they both sound kind of alien. Most formidable looking rock we've seen thus far, though, is she not? I'm feeling good, though. Day and a half worth of food on my back, liter and a half on my chest. See if that's enough to get up and over without dying. Ooh. With jello brick? Is that what that says? With jello brick? That's what I'm going with. That's a new one for me. Oh, where the fuck is my bridge? Expect me to get my feet wet? Oh. Uh-huh. Going that way. Yep. I see it. I see it. All right, just pick our way over. Alright, I'm using both hands this. I'm not trying to cross that log without my trekking poles. So you can imagine, I'm going to do a hoppy, skippity, jumpy, climb up the other side. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I still got dry shoes. Oh yeah, still have dry shoes. That kind of counts as like a river crossing on this trail. Well, we made it to the top. Downhill now. That was pretty rough. I hope that's the last one like that. 12 tells me this one is so bad that I have to come look at it. Oh, yeah, she's like, the shit is coming out on the floor, and yeah, okay, that's pretty horrible. I wouldn't sit and put my feet in that either. Yeah, they'll never really show up, but there's little conniption spiders of different sizes all over the trail. I guess when they're really young, they don't take their webs up. But they're kind of all over the place around here. Nah, you're not a conniption spider, you're different. You're in the shelter. I walked through a few of them today. Little baby ones, but they exhibit the same characteristics. Well, Jeffers Brook Shelter, built in 1981. Appreciate the hospitality. Okay, our next water is in like 2 miles. That's the highest water up Moosilauke. Why can't I decide? Why can't I decide? I'm so undecided on that word. All right, well, it's going to be in my past pretty soon, so I don't have to worry about it until next time I hike this thing. But anyway, most of the way up that thing is water, that's pretty convenient. So, got a liter on my chest. And see if I can make it all the way there without taking a break. It's a good sunny day. The air is still mildly crisp. It's probably in the low 70s. This is a good day to hike a big rock. And according to the forecast, we can't believe those, but it had nothing but sunshine for the next 7 solid days. Oh, how nice would that be? And we would like to, I'm not sure yet because I haven't really looked at the map. But it would be nice to time a sunrise hike for, what's that thing called? The Franconian Ridge? Yeah, that thing. Because, if the weather's all nice like this, there's probably going to be a conga line of people if you go, in the mid-afternoon and stuff. So it'd be really sweet to go up there, maybe catch a sunrise as we're hiking up there with the other hardcore people who hike it in the dark. But that's just thoughts. See if we can arrange that in our hike, but it's not like I'm willing to stop for a day just so I can, time things right. Let's see how shit works out. Speaking of how shit works out naturally, hopefully we run into Miss Janet just organically out here. We waited around for a while, but, she's a busy woman, and we're busy people too. So, hopefully our paths just align. If not, I'll see you next time. What was this? There's all sorts of hardware up in this thing. You can see bolts going through it in all sorts of directions, like 4 trees lashed together. There's not a corresponding one on the other side. I thought maybe it was like, arch, the bridge, or not a bridge, but like just an archway over the road or something. But maybe it's just a big sign. Eat at Joe's. That looks pretty tall. Assuming that's the top of the South Peak. But who knows, more might be hiding behind these trees. Okay, 3.9, no problem. We have made it to 1800.1. We're almost there. It's that easy. See how easy Moosilauke was? God, we're already at the top. It looks like it's going downhill after this. I remember being so much bigger and rockier last time. This is a cakewalk. Hurricane Mountain Trail, I'm guessing. Oh, there we go. We are technically here. Even though, when you get up into the Whites area, they stop referring to it as the AT. I'm glad they actually have it marked. I remember last time people had to carve it in and write with markers because they don't call it the AT out here. This is the territory of the Appalachian Money Club. As far as we know, they hate the Appalachian Trail. Brings in hikers, and hikers don't have much money. They want yuppies. Put them in some huts and shit. Squeeze the money out of them. Yeah, I hate that whole part of the Whites. That's, as far as I remember last time, and I'm hoping to have a different experience this time, it was what I disliked the most about the entire part. Greedy grubbing hut systems. Taking money from me left and right. Or at least trying to. We'll see. Maybe my opinion will change. It's been consistently this for, a minute. I lost 12 back there somewhere. Oh, I see movement. We're moving at slightly more than 1 mile an hour. But still more than 1 mile an hour. This is the second one of these I've passed. There is one more on the map that I'm going for because it's 0.4 up. And nobody likes carrying water uphill. Hopefully it looks half as good as that one. That'll be good for me. They're all over the place. All these tiny things aren't even on the map. Maybe it rained a fair amount here yesterday. And we got our bit on that other mountain across the way. But this is way taller, so yeah, chances are likely, aren't they? I will just assume there is good drinking water up there. How could there not be? Fucking everywhere. Ooh. How cold is it? That's good stuff. I'm still waiting for one more. 0.3. Ooh, the sun just got blocked by a cloud. Breeze kicked in. This is delightful. Ah, I needed that. Thank you. Nice. This is my trickle. Ooh, very good spot to sit. Yes. And we took a lunch break while we were filtered water and all that. And Single Wide happened to come by. All a sweaty mess. So he's walking with us now. He went and did the Colorado Trail. We haven't seen him since like Virginia. Beginning of Virginia. And he jumped off and he's like, yeah, I did the Colorado Trail. And I was like, dude, did you get chubby on me? And he's like, oh, I'm at least like 30, 40 pounds overweight. Because, while we did 1,400 miles of AT, he did like 400 miles of Colorado. He got way better views than we did. Guaranteed. The other part of the Colorado Trail I've done is the part that coincides with the CDT. I don't remember that being a really stellar part of the hike. Colorado's a ball buster every time I go through, so I don't have a lot of fond memories of it. But I do have some fond memories of it. Crazy enough, all this climbing, and I am not sweating at all yet. You hear that? Nice cool breezes. See how it is when I'm exposed. Now the sun heating me up, but the wind cooling me down. Last time I was up here, because, you know, I check my camera roll to see where 2017 crawler was. And when I checked yesterday, he was where I'm at now. He's a day ahead of me. And he was wearing a puffy on top of this mountain. He might even have been wearing two. He did look pretty fluffy. But his day was gray, overcast and windy. Still time for that to change. But as far as I can see, oh, that's blue sky beauty out there. It is a good day. Exactly where I'm supposed to be. There yet. Oh, hey, I'm getting up there a bit. The broccoli looks tinier today. I can feel my pulse inside my skull. Oh, that breeze. Okay, we got to the part where it levels out a bit. It's much less extreme all the way up. This is going to be a way better experience than last time. Last time I had no view up here. It was just solid gray. Me and Mowgli froze our asses off. And we hiked down the backside in the dark. And like assholes, we just had our headlamps on, all flashy lights. We decided to go with red flashy lights and go down it headbanging shit, pretending we're having a good time. Because we were. But we had no idea where we were camping. Didn't know anything. I think I ended up at Chet's place that night. And he gives you a test before he lets you in, asks you questions. And I failed. And I was only able to answer 1 out of 3 questions, but he let me in anyway. And I think I might have zeroed there. So there's a good chance that tomorrow I can catch up with 2017 crawler. That guy was a little more badass than I am, though, I'll admit it. He stuck to the red line. That guy went up Mount Washington twice. Got his ass kicked both times. No views. This time's gonna be different. And Hiker Boy sent us a link. Well, he sent 12 because she's in communication. Because, you know, I don't really communicate that well on my phone. But anyway, sent her a link on how to get through the whites on just $20. So that's in my price range. So we'll see if we can't adhere to whatever that is and get through without only paying $20 to sleep. I can do that. Maybe that'll make me a lot less mad at the AMC if I can sneak through for just 20. We are way up here, you just can't tell. Socked in. Look how flat this is. Ooh, this feels good on my feet. Probably a little stealth camp spot up there. Oh, there we go. There's been quite a few people on trail, but not too many. For today is a holiday. I believe it's Memorial Day. I'm bad with holidays. But today is September 1st. So it is a holiday weekend of some sort. It is Sunday, so we have less people out, but since they have tomorrow off, there's still a plenty. Still, let's see if we can work out and time that Brinconian Ridge. Seems like a great place to catch a sunrise. Oh, it's already so much better than my last time up here. The clouds staying at bay. You guys can come in front of the sun if you want. That's okay. But this is gorgeous. You can see the people all the way up there. It can't be more than like a half mile away. But lots of muggles out here today. Narrow passageways. And we are wide. Fragile alpine plants can be killed by footsteps. To protect the alpine zone, no camping or fire. Stay on trail and keep your dogs on a leash and close. They need exclamation points on there just to make it seem more serious. I will do my best to adhere to the rules, but see up here in the lights, since the rules change, you gotta be flexible. I don't necessarily want to break the rules of the laws or whatever, but sometimes my hand is forced. The trees kept getting shorter and shorter, and this is them at their shortest point. You little trees will kick you in the face. That's right. Amber waves of grain. It's not really grain, but still. As I said, easy peasy. Whoops. It was just a van we carried. So much better than my last time here. There's humans everywhere. Big Sanders, Dirt Mouth 29. Okay, so let's go find a place to like settle down, make some food, maybe set up a camp. Oh, look, somebody built a little primitive house over here. We could have stayed in there, but no way in hell I want to stay up here. I learned a long time ago you do not want to stay at the top of mountains unless you have to. Take it easy, brother. I was up there taking everybody's pictures for them. The effort people put in to be able to hide up here. So I guess that's the rest of the lights over there. I didn't get to see those last time I was up there either. Now this is all bleak and cold and gray. It's gorgeous. Man, I hope the weather's like this for the rest of the nights. Is that big baddie way out there, Washington? I'm guessing it is. Back into the trees again. Hopefully the little tree that I kicked in the face didn't tell these bigger trees about it. Yeah, we get like 1,200 feet down over the next 2 miles. And then at whatever shelter, Beaverbrook Shelter or some such. Ooh. Well, that was fun. That was way nicer than last time. I can't wait to get where I'm going so I can stop and eat stuff. I sure am hungry lately. Beaverbrook 1.9. Look how new those signs are. Say they started including the tiny little AT in there. Probably because it was making them look bad because we all just carved that shit up. Carve in there AT, scratch out little Jimmy's fishing trail, maybe write AMC sucks ass. There was a lot of that going on. So I bet they're like, man, we better spend some of the billions we make every year fleecing hikers and buy some new wooden signs. The down is just as annoying as the up was. Who put all these rocks in my way? Hey, that's where I just was. Oh. Oh, steady drips. It's faster than I was filtering back in the day. Not anymore. But yeah, if I needed water, I don't even have to filter this, all the moss it's been through. But I would, because I carry one. Yeah, let's get to camp. I'm freaking hungry. I don't have time to sit here and gawk at stuff. Get your ass moving, crawler. Guess this is the part of the forest that's dying. Whole lots of dead trees laying on their sides. Luckily, they maintain the hell out of this trail. This trail can be extremely slippery when icy or wet. Be cautious and consider an alternate route. I'm already fucking up here. Like, thanks for the advice now. I mean, you might want to post those signs at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. By the way, now that you're up here, if the conditions suck, you're fucked. Deal with it. I mean, you should know that before you go into it, but we all do stupid shit here and there. Nice. 0.1 from the shelter. Well, at least where maybe the trail is to it. Hopefully it's right on the trail. I didn't actually look. I don't think I noticed the blue blaze. It's probably right on the trail. Curious if there's people already camped there. I assume there is. Not a whole lot of stealth spots around. This place is moist as all get out. But hopefully I can find something for me in 12. And of course, hopefully there's something for single wide as well. But he's a big boy. He can fend for himself. That's why I generally pull ahead when we're headed to the place to sleep. Just so I can get the best spots available for us. Right, because we need more than just spots. We need spots that are semi-separated from everybody else so that we can wake up, do our thing without disturbing people as best we can. But assuming the whites, it's going to be limited. So, hey, we got people on top of us because, the limited space. And I'll do my best not to wake them up. It's part of the game, but I don't really feel bad about it at the end of the day. Contamination hazard. Keep out the RB poop in there. I was like, man, that is a small shelter. But then I noticed the poo papers underneath it and whatnot. Oop. Realize that is not the shelter. See a hole in the floor. Yeah. Turd tower should never, please pee in the woods. Turd tower should never be able to reach up to the bowl. I mean, this thing's like 4 feet tall. Ooh. Almost. Right, let's just try to get to the shelter without breaking my ass. They're kind of blonde out here. I noticed that the other day. Or maybe they're just starting to get their winter coats. Okay, let's find somewhere to camp. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, AMC fails again. This shelter is complete and total shit. There's nowhere to camp. Look at the size of this one tent pad. I can't even fit my dick on here properly. I mean, really, peeps? Fucking pathetic. AMC, you suck dick. Poorly. Single Wide tried to get his tent on there, but yeah, he's hanging over the edges on all sides. So yeah, he's like, nope, relocate. This is where I'm second camp crawler. I am amongst all the boulders and whatnot. It's not a great sight, but you know, hey, when you have these as your options, you take what you can get. But you know, I gotta say, AMC, you failed, man. You can come out here, maybe clear a few spots, maybe flatten something. That's your poor excuse for a tent platform? Oh man, I already want to hate on you guys, but this is the first shelter in your territory, and it sucks ass. This is like the worst camping I've seen of any of the shelters I've been in. At least the other shelters, they have some flat spots for us. Yeah. Well, let's hope this doesn't continue. The other ones will get